Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a great week so far, or hope you're having a great end of the week. And welcome to this new video on Solana. We're going to do a full update. We'll talk about the fundamentals. We'll talk about Solana, of course, what to expect here, and also a little bit about the ecosystem I wanted to talk about. So in general, enough to talk about, but it will be valuable. And first of all, what I wanted to say is that I think in general, and I hate to do this, but I think in general, if you watch my Solana updates, I think you would have been very prepared for what's happening right now. Because what's happening right now is outperformance from Solana. All right, so Bitcoin in the market obviously is very, very strong. But Solana against Bitcoin has been bullish, has broken out, and that's causing Solana to rally more than the average Bitcoin, right? And that's also what we said. We have looked at this quite often, and we saw the breakout right here. Back then, I was already becoming a little bit more bullish. And what I always said is that, well, technically, it's just a matter of time, especially after getting this breakout right here above 142, before we are heading into 160 again. And then I think 2 days ago, last time I did an update on Solana, what I said is that I expected the high 150s and 160s were possible if Solana against Bitcoin broke out, and that seems to be the case right now. So that's in general, when we're talking about Solana here, if you look at the technicals, it's most likely, especially also after breaking above this, minor key level, I would say, around 152 and 150, it's technically most likely that we're going to break higher towards 162. And 164. Now, before we talk about whether we can actually break above that, because that's obviously the follow-up question, and potentially even the more important question. First of all, what I wanted to say is that I think fundamentally, Solana has obviously struggled quite a bit since August with the on-chain volume going down quite a bit, and just in general the metrics not being great. I think if you look at the metrics right now, there's at least some sort of recovery visible. The DEX volumes are also higher towards 1.2, or at least stable around that 1 billion mark again. Whereas first they were very much lower, so that's a great thing to see. The total value locked obviously is going up with the price of Solana, but that's also going back to highs we had when Solana was trading much higher. So for example, right now the total value locked is almost at the same prices as it was, or almost at the same levels as it was when the price was up here. So that's a positive imbalance, all right? If the total value locked is already almost at those prices, while the price is not, that means that the network is actually growing. So that's bullish. So that's great to see. But the thing is that, and the ecosystem is also performing great. So if you look at, for example, Wormhole is quite strong here, and I'm considering buying that. I made some money on Jito. That performed quite well over the last 24, 48 hours. Jupiter is also breaking out. Some Solana meme coins are performing great. So opportunities are coming back, but breaking above 162 here. So like I said, I think it's most likely we're trending up towards that. That's in line with the structure here. That's in line with the momentum. But breaking above that, look, ultimately I think it's going to happen. All right, I think it's a matter of time before we actually do break above 162. And before we rally up higher towards that 180 level again. But I'm not convinced it's going to happen right now. It's a Friday. We're about to enter the weekend with less momentum, less volume. And then outside of that, Bitcoin is also, like, I don't think Solana against Bitcoin is strong. So we don't necessarily need that strength from Bitcoin. But then if you take a look at the momentum here for Solana, which was very high yesterday, it has dropped down a bit over the course of the night. We got a bit of a spike here, so that's good to see, and that's also confirmation for me that we are going up to 162. But you need a lot of volume, you need a lot of momentum to actually break above that. So I would say, yes, ultimately we are going to break out, and we are going to rally up higher. But I think short term, looking at where the market is right now and what I expect from the market as a whole, I think it is most likely that we're going to rally into that, but I do expect resistance from there. Maybe that gives us some sort of a possible entry around 150 before ultimately following up with this. But that's still what I'll keep you updated on. For now, I think that's what you need to know. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.